Hello again, everybody. Sorry. This is actually my second time starting this because we had some technical difficulties first time around. Anyways, last we left off, we were going to head over to Sasha 9's lab in order to finally start on the special advanced training for Razz. I've done most of my running around. I'm probably going to check menus and make sure everything is saved the way it's supposed to be and nothing's gone weird on me again, because it did go weird a minute ago. Yeah, 14 out of 18 Psi cards sounds about right. Yeah, okay. Everything's running the way it's supposed to be this time. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. We were going to Sasha's lab in order to take some advanced training. So off we go.
Agent 9, I'm here for the advanced training.
Yeah. Sasha 9's lab is one of those places that's very interesting. In like a mad scientist vibe. And there's also some stuff in here that you genuinely can't get until you have a few other specific powers, but that's...
So what are we gonna learn? Bending spoons? Burning stuff?
Anyways, here we are. Sasha 9's lab. It's very... cubist? I think cubist is a good word for it.
I've been hearing a lot about head explosion, and I was wondering...
Science, Rasputin. That is what we practice down here, not parlor tricks. If you are serious about exploring the possibilities of your mind, step up to the brain tumbler, and we'll begin.
Brain tumbler?
Because that name isn't ominous. Yeah. It's here, it kind of does see-through to indicate that it's... Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Anyways, here we are. Brain tumbler time.
So, what's this hairdryer thing do?
Ah, you're ready for the brain tumbler. With this device, we will send you deep into your own psyche, where you should find unparalleled insight and power.
Excellent! Tumble away.
Now just relax. This will not hurt. Unless something really very bad happens.
Again, because that's not ominous.
Wow. Is this what the inside of my mind looks like?
Not yet. You're still traveling to the astral plane. This is a tiny corner of what we call the collective unconscious, a place in which all of our unconscious minds are connected. You have just begun your training, Rasputin, so many of the connections with other minds are still not developed for you, and those doorways remain just out of reach. But the more you explore the mental world, the more connections you will form. Right now, the only unconscious world you can enter is that one, your own. Step through it, and we'll continue.
I have to admit, this is one of the things that I find fascinating about Psychonauts, is that they did the psychology studies, they did the theoretical stuff, they did all the looking and poking and prodding and so forth. And it's really fascinating because some of the stuff is part of psychological theories, as well as a few mystical theories. But it's all very cool. I love games where you explore things like
Rasputin,
this. Just 'cause...
can you hear me?
Sasha? Where am I?
You are inside your own mind, but I'm not sure where. Tell me, what can you see?
I see a rundown gypsy caravan.
Do you recognize it?
Yes. It's where I was born.
I see. Compelling.
Rasputin's getaway. Seriously, his family is insanely strong. I mean, his mom's lifting 102. Dad's got 100 pounds on each side. He's lifting 70 pounds with his feet. Dad tearing it up. Razz sneaking out. Usually when someone has a story involving the circus, it's them running away to the circus. It's never the circus kid running away from it. But things can be relatively summed up from here, and that's Rasputin gets the flyer after a show from a mysterious stranger. He's enraptured with the Psychonauts and the camp. He may have known about the Psychonauts prior to it, but the camp is something new. And his dad, as he's mentioned before, doesn't really seem too keen on psychics, or at least not very keen on Razz ending up with the Psychonauts. Maybe there's some kind of trust issue. Also, they're like government, which is like the antithesis to the circus. And he's just... Razz isn't for it, and he decides he's going to get away. And he eventually manages to make it to the camp. I have to wonder what happened to the world's smallest pony that he was riding, but still. That's Razz's backstory, sort of. I know some stuff just because I have no fear of spoilers and have definitely already gone into all the nooks and crannies that I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, that's Razz's story. Anyways, where I would last was, I love these games where where exploration of self is actually considered almost a mechanic of the game. And it really is fascinating to me the way that Psychonauts actually does take this psychological stuff and
Sasha,
actually weaves it into the game.
Going inside the caravan.
What do you see inside?
A whole lot of nothing.
What?
No, I'll figure it out.
Rasputin, tell me what is happening.
Well, I'm kind of stuck in a little white space.
How little?
Really little.
Do you feel trapped?
No.
Confined?
No.
Smothered like you're buried alive?
No! Ah! Get me out of here!
Can you find your way out?
I can't see anything.
Let's try the breaking it method. Oh, crack, crack. Another crack.
Rasputin, are you okay? What do you see now?
I see a small, bunny-like animal thing.
An unfamiliar animal entity in a dream often represents a primal fear or memory. Follow it, and it should lead you somewhere important.
Check. Okay, Mr. Bun. You and I are gonna be tight. Wherever you go, I go. Like two peas in a... Hey! Come back here!
Yeah, I love stuff that like blends genres, and I have to admit, Psychonauts, a lot of stuff that involves psychic powers is always like just teetering on the edge of fantasy, to the point where some people say like having psychic powers is basically just the sci-fi version of having wizards, which, you know, for some people works, and it's not entirely wrong in my opinion.
Sasha?
What is it? Another bunny?
No. This is more of a super scary flaming-eyed demon kind of deal.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I'm pulling you out of there. Just give me a second.
Sasha?
Hold on, I'm still getting some unusual interference. It's fascinating, as if someone else...
Agent 9?
Sorry, almost ready.
Sasha!
Diving helmet. Sorry. It's just that thing was a diving helmet. It chucked a diving helmet at Razz.
That should not have happened. We need to try that again.
Oh, I don't think I need to be in the tumbler with the glowy eye guys anymore.
Suit yourself. You know, in many tribal societies, learning to defeat the monsters you see in your dreams is considered a rite of passage. I can train you to fight. Come see me when you're ready.
Now, this is a good opportunity to do a little more poking and prodding around Sasha's lab. You won't be able to get too far just because, like I said, some stuff you require specific powers in order to actually reach just because they're like too high or whatever. But it is a good suggestion just to prowl around for a bit just to see if you could locate some of the stuff that you want to find. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I like this game. I like it a lot. Let's see. There's a scavenger hunt item in here somewhere, but if I remember right, I need a specific power before I can get to it. There's a lot of minor things, minor to-do list things. I really do need to get the cobweb duster at some point. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. You don't need to do the fighting the monster right away. In fact, I'm partially tempted to go charging up the stairs again and go back to cobweb duster hunting. But I don't think I need it yet. And I'm gonna take a moment to see. If I remember right, cobweb duster was 400 and I only have 181. And 5 scavenger hunt items. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do. You know what? I can always go back. So let's start with Sasha's special training.
Okay, I'm ready to learn how to really fight.
Oh, really?
What?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't think you'd really take me up on that offer. It usually scares the kids off.
Well, not me. I'm ready to kill for my camp.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I can't train you. Agent Vodello would kill me.
What's the big deal? What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
You don't even have a marksmanship learner's permit. I could lose my job.
I'll get one.
Even if you used that secret passage over there and snuck into his sanctuary, Agent Cruller would never give you a marksmanship learner's permit.
Agent Cruller?
Never in a million.
I'm off. Be right back after I talk with Agent Cruller.
Sasha, you have no idea.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent
absolutely
Cruller?
none. I feel like that's the actual point at which you were supposed to go to Agent Cruller's sanctuary. That was the point where it was revealed that Agent Cruller was there, but I knew about it beforehand.
My sanctuary.
So
Yes, noble Psychomaster.
it makes that little interaction even funnier because he's saying that there's no way Ford will let you, and I'm like, yeah, he will. We've already talked. He's pretty chill. Where did Cruller? Where the peck are you? Are you hiding back here? I think he's hiding back here. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've done this bit. Nope, not there.
Yep.
Where's... Okay. What? Wait, was he standing up there and my brain just skimmed him over? If it did, I'm sorry, Cruller. I need to talk to you. Yep, you were up there and my brain just skimmed you. Sorry about that.
Agent Cruller?
So, how goes the training?
Now you can re-ask some questions like what's titanium, what does all the equipment do, but at the moment we need to do Sasha's stuff, so...
Sasha says I need to learn how to fight better.
You want to teach you advanced combat? On your first day?
Yeah, I had a vision with a huge monster with yellow eyes and a big mouth full of gnashing teeth.
Did it happen to spit anything at you?
Yeah, I think it was like an old diving helmet or something.
I see. Yes, well, we'd better get you armed.
Why? What's happening?
Oh, nothing. Prepare your mind. That's the motto of the Psychonauts. Here, this is a marksmanship learner's permit. It will only work when you're in Sasha's mind. Once you complete his shooting range, you'll get the real merit badge and you can Psi-Blast anywhere you want.
Thanks. Psi-Blast?
Oh, you'll find out. Now get going. We can't have the camp overrun with big-eyed garbage-spitting monsters, can we?
No, sir. I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Good luck, Rasputin.
And in case his lines didn't hint at it strongly enough, there's stuff going down in this camp. He just hasn't admitted it all.
Where would you like
Now,
me to
I'm going to
take
do
you
a little
later?
bit of titanium hunting, just to, talk to some of these other kids, because I think I may have missed some stuff talking to people.
With pleasure.
Now that because you're supposed to talk, it was advised that you talk between as many levels as possible, and I'm not sure if that counted as a full level or not, that little bit in Razz's mind. So we'll do some scampering around, grab some more stuff, and then, let's see. Considering I see at least one kid in the exact same spot I left him, make that two, probably not much has changed. Either way, a little bit more arrowhead hunting is always good.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
It is actually rather clever when you think about it for the bit about deep arrowheads and not finding any in the kids' cabin area, because that's where the kids are. That's of course where they're going to have picked things clean.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
There we go. Ooh, nice quick bump to 200, so halfway.
Mental cobwebs getting you down. I've got just the device up here in the main large store. Why don't you come on up and score yourself a cobweb duster before they're all sold out?
picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
On sale now in the main store, we have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me? Dream Fluffs. They're good for you. Keep a pocket full of these for a quick boost of mental health. Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
Hey, Maloof. You want some help getting that off your head?
If I take it off, Bobby might just put something worse on it, like a dirtier pair of underpants or an animal with teeth. I'm just gonna wait here until camp's over and my pop comes back to pick me up.
Come on, things can't be that bad. So you've got a jock strap on your...
Fish tied to head. Very clever. Bear investigates, gets wrestled. We'll wait in case Bear wins.
If any bear shows up, feel free to cut right in. Anyway, it is that bad. First, Bobby and Benny locked me in the girls' shower, then they wouldn't let me out of the toilet. Now they won't let me in any of the toilets. And in between, there was a lot of punching.
No, then we locked you in the DPC.
Maloof forfeits place in Bear Wrestling line. As repayment for courtesy, bullying now forbidden. All bullies acknowledge, please.
Get bent, commie. I'm gonna take your...
Call next move a Deadly Nelson. When screaming starts, eyeball may pop out of bully head. Standing back suggested.
Okay! I won't touch him! Jeez!
I don't think I've ever actually gotten that achievement before, so yay! Learned something new.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
apparently. Well, as you've noticed, Maloof gets bullied a lot. That's his kind of background story. It's his thing to overcome in the camp. And Mikal is the one who stands up for him eventually. 'Cause it's like, Razz also probably doesn't really get the whole bullying thing. He's probably, at least in some degree, people are, when they're not being entertained, at a circus, people tend to, they tend to get really nasty. So he's probably on some level kind of used to dealing with people just being awful, and his way of dealing with it is probably just to ignore it or ignore them. I wish there were at least a few more games like Psychonauts. I'm not saying they have to specifically be like, use psychic powers to platform to get yada 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 yada. No, I just like games where you explore the idea of there being people with powers, people with psychic powers. I think the closest I ever got to that was a little game called Parascientific Research that I discovered on the 3DS. Oh, nope. Not tangling with bears today, thanks. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought. It was a little game called Parascientific Research, and it was about it was centered in a world where psychic powers had been found to be real. They weren't made up. Or at least, they weren't entirely made up. There were a lot of people who really, genuinely had them. And it was, it was a rather interesting kind of, not exactly a point and click, but very close to it type of game on the 3DS. Very cheap too. You could buy like all 3 games in the series for like $10. But that was a fun little game, and I enjoy games where psychic powers are a mechanic, but they actually, contemplate what the world would be like, instead of just saying, hey, here are these characters with these cool powers, but it's an alternate Earth, and it's so wildly different that it's basically unrecognizable. Which, like, I get that for some people they think that's cool, they think that there's like no way that our world can be that cool, but our world can be pretty cool. But even then, I don't really see it used in a practice that's like, let's take this thing seriously and what kind of things would happen and go wrong in a world where that stuff was real. Because you get pretty close to it with a lot of superhero comics and such, but there's always this element of larger than life, and they don't really consider how those bizarre, strange things could potentially, like, cause other problems. Like, yeah, psychic powers being at least partially real would mean that some of the populace would have these amazing abilities, but what kind of response do the people around them have? And what are the ways in which those powers would be abused? How would people abuse the ones who had those powers? And to a degree, you don't see that very often. And I do appreciate the fact that Psychonauts attempts to be a light-hearted way of approaching that. And I don't see it very often. It's just one of those genres where it's like it almost doesn't get covered enough. Like, it doesn't get expanded enough. And you can go looking to try and like find even semi-comprehensive lists of what could be filed as a psychic power, and you find like such bare bones things. Like, if it's like supposed to be magic but with psychic powers, why don't more people like actually explore it? I mean, magic has this great big huge gigantic lexicon that's associated with it, and it would be really fascinating if psychic powers were given the same kind of treatment. Like, how far can we push having these amazing, fantastic powers and what they could mean for everyone? And while I do appreciate the fact that, you know, Psychonauts takes a fairly light-hearted thing to it, it also takes a somewhat serious one, because it touches on everything that connects to the mind, and not just having superpowers. Which I think is one of the things that marks it as being pretty different in that regard. It doesn't just use psychic powers for set dressing for a superpower story. And I've actually been trying to write a story of my own built around that, of exploring psychic powers and how they connect with everything else. And I admit the story I'm writing is what I fondly refer to as a genre blender, which is when you take two different... It's basically supposed to blend together sci-fi and fantasy, meaning sci-fi from like psychics and spy stories, which is, I admit, is partially inspired by Psychonauts, but then it also kind of takes my love of fantasy and monsters, and I'm throwing that in there too. And I basically just asked myself, what would happen if you put these two together? From your urban fantasy of the magical person trying to live a normal life, getting meshed together with...
Hey, where are you stopping?
The,
oh, I thought you stopped.
Psychic super spies, basically.
I told you.
Just kidding. I just want to buy stuff.
Don't push me, Sonny. I can reach you with this spatula. Oh, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up.
Oh, shoot.
They're happy to be rid of the webs, and you can turn them in. Now with that, now here's something every young Psi cadet needs.
I'll take it.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, the mental magnet. That's the badge I'm looking for. From now on, useful psychic energy will be automatically drawn towards you from a distance.
What else can I do you for? And with that,
not quite what I was hoping for, but
that's it for now.
Delicious. All right, go get more airheads and come on back.
Hey, did I ever pick up any dream fluffs? It looks like I didn't.
Support your local merchants.
Hey, anything new in the store?
Take a look. Dream Fluffs. Delicious, nutritious, and cheap.
I'll take it.
Alrighty then.
You can open a Dream Fluff at any time to fully restore your mental health, and if you lose all your mental health, they open themselves automatically. Very handy.
What else can I do you for?
It's basically a health item.
Alrighty then.
However,
what else can I do you for?
Hey, can you put that on my
Dream
tab?
Fluffs.
That's
Delicious,
it for now.
nutritious. Alright. Go get more airheads and come on.
well, didn't quite get what I was hoping for, the cobweb duster, but I got some other things that are useful and helpful, and will probably save my butt at some point. Anyways, back to Sasha's.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Agent 9's lab, please.
With pleasure.
Anyways, now we can begin our marksmanship training. Or at least we will in a moment. I'm actually gonna run around for a minute because I just feel like it. And I can do what I want because it's my video. What we may end up doing is actually pushing Sasha's training to the next episode while I just gather more arrowheads in order to finally get that cobweb duster, because I want that cobweb duster, okay? I can't really explain myself beyond that. I just want it. I want it because I know I can do things with it. Oh!
Hey, Lily.
Going for the advanced training? What's the rush?
Are you kidding? I only have a few days to become a Psychonaut or I lose my shot forever.
Look, Razz, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Psychonauts are not what they used to be. Times have changed. The world just doesn't need us anymore.
The world does too need Psychonauts. Right here at this very camp, in fact. I think there are several fishy things that need psychic investigating.
You're so immature. And cute. When are you gonna just shut up and kiss me?
Shut up and do what?
Oh, I didn't know you could. I gotta go. Bye, so embarrassing.
This is also where we get the first hint of Razz having a power that no one mentions. Or at least it doesn't get put into use in this game, and that's that Razz is a mind reader. Oh, that's my timer. Sorry. Razz is apparently a mind reader. He can hear other characters' thoughts. And this is something that doesn't really get talked about very much. It kind of becomes one of those things where everybody knows, or at least most people seem to know, but it never really gets fussed with in the main story, as a mechanic, rather. Yeah, it becomes a power a lot of people talk about in the fandom, but or at least reference in some way in the fandom, but it never really gets made use of as a mechanic in the game, which I think is kind of a lost opportunity. But yeah, Razz can hear people's thoughts, and he can apparently do it sometimes without intending to, which I think is something that they really should have just played with a bit more as a mechanic. I'm hoping that in Psychonauts 2 they do that, although I could be wrong. Missed opportunities, if it is, just because... Anyways, it's been about 45 minutes, roughly a little bit more, and I think that's actually a good cutoff point for now. I will hopefully get another video out soon-ish after this. I have no idea what my schedule is, or if I even really have a schedule at this point. Feel free to ask about stuff in the comments. I'm gonna actually see. I actually have a Ko-Fi and a Patreon, and I would really be happy if people would mess with either one. I'll probably also put links to my various media sites on down there, including my personal website, which has a comic that I do. Tell me what you all think, and see y'all next time. I'm gonna save and then head out. Bye for now, everybody, I guess.